Hi everyone, welcome back to Rogue Trader Void Shadows. Let's visit Omicron. Last episode we did quite a few things. Spoke to Argenta, spoke to Jai, spoke to Cassie about a lot of crap that was going on. Spoke to Idira to see if that unlocked her first step of quests. Took Foulstone. What's this? Magnetic Storm. Magnetic storms raging above the planet blurs the great gaze of the Augur's rays. Only truly powerful divining machines may see through the currents of magnetic fluctuations and in their blessed vigil discover the mysteries of this emperor-forsaken planet. The rogue trader has decided to leave this unwelcoming world. Maybe he'll return here one day, so make a note of that. Come back here with better sensors, or augurs as they call them in this game. No, Omicron. Magnetic storm. Return with better sensors. Yeah, I've just got a notepad on my out tab. So we've got space dust. Loots. Be lots of fuel. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world, completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to reports, the entire settlement is contained in is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detect the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome's systems failed, and left behind is this city. A ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Sent out a crew to explore the city's temple district. Got holy gifts ×2. And the blessed bolter casing. Single attacks with bolter weapons automatically hit. Well, that's Argenta. The temple district is situated at the heart of the city. The god emperor statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome, supported by chains of gold. Obviously not the metal gold, because that's not strong enough, and can be seen from anywhere in the colony. Inspired by the majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore the area with renewed vigour. Soon enough, they stumbled upon an ancient weapon lying on a pedestal wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told many tales about how the emperor himself had been watching them from above and directed their attention to the sacred relic. Gather as many supplies as possible. Provisions, Mechanicus creations, ranged weaponry, and uniform kits. The people flood the city like a tidal wave, filled building after building, bunkhouse after bunkhouse, and receded from its quiet streets just as quickly. There are plenty of useful things among their findings, including foodstuffs and weapons. Drain the remaining fuel from the generator stations. The city won't need them anymore. Some fuel. It takes several trips to deliver the massive Prometheum storage tanks to your vessel. The crew grimly points out the colony was running out of fuel. Had the life support systems not failed prematurely, the locals would still have perished due to lack of energy. Explore the local palace. A ghost sword. Eldari. A lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over the rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perished from cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard. After losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. Anything of value has promptly been delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain was given an exquisite sword found in a secret cache that once belonged to the mansion's owner. An extra profit factor as well. Leave the dead city. Let's have a look at this sword. Was it ghost sword? That's not it. Eldari chainsword. The ghost sword. 12 to 18. Standard sword thing. It just does more damage than Eldari. 30% armor pen. It's pretty good. But I can't use Eldari weaponry. Plasteel times 2. I'll leave that. Okay, that's Omicron done. System Speculo, I guess next. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the Void shield arrays. Rumour has it that Lady Theodora was seen on the lower decks. So one of the families called for a rebellion against the usurper of the void ship, that is, you. So far, no one believes their mad tales, but unrest has begun at the fringes of the compartments. The ship's enforcers are ready to eliminate the instigating clan or pacify the entire void ship shield crew. The decision is yours. What's this story about Lady Theodora? Rumours of Lady Theodora's presence on the void ship has been circulating for a long time and appear to be deliberate provocation rather than ordinary drunken ramblings. Perhaps someone is intentionally stirring up the masses to rebel against you, or perhaps it is the influence of the warp. Enforcers are already investigating, but right now we need to stop the conflict from escalating any further. As long as the unrest continues, the void ship shields will not be operating at full capacity. Punish those responsible. Destroy the clan. Pacify them all. Destroy the rebellious clan and find a replacement among the neighbouring crews. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. Throwing the baby out with the bathwater, I think. This is from Ravor. Lord Captain, permission to address you with a request. Our head Chirurgeon is sabotaging the ship's operations. He's quarantined several Voidsman crews on account of a piddling sickness. People don't even go to the medbay when they come down with it. They just wipe their noses and keep working. Only a dozen or so die from it a whole year. We're sitting on our hands here, so I ask you to talk some sense to him. Your Vox click Letard Forius. Okay. You hear a dry, nonchalant response. Greetings, your lordship. My name is Letard Forius. I am the Chirurgeon Majoris of this vessel. As your chief Medicae specialist, I assure you that quarantine is well warranted. This piddling sickness has claimed the lives of a number of meritorious officers in the past. This time, I intend to get the epidemic under control, to study the disease thoroughly, develop a proper cure. This is new. Is it Papa Nurgle? I hope you will agree that a single period of downtime is a small price to pay for a number of lives that was saved, and the increase in the crew's performance during other such outbreaks in the future. Not to mention the fact that we won't have to waste stimulants due to the afflicted using them as a crutch to offset their limited work capacity. How do you intend to study this disease? By gathering enough infected individuals together, letting the illness progress, comprehending its properties, and finally killing it. The disease goes through several stages, with each containing clues to its nature and vulnerabilities. The Voidsmen will have to stay sick for some time till they discover the cure, assuming, of course, that the disease is reversible in its final stages. Go for volunteers. Make the most of it for you. If I don't really need that, do I? I want some dogmatic. I've got Iconoclast 2. I've got Heretical 2. The void's meant to be treated and put back to work. If you want test subjects, tell the Master at Arms to provide you with the required number of convicts and offer riffraff. I do a Heretical one. Make the most of it for you. If understanding this disease will indeed let you delve deeper into the nature of wicked afflictions, then you may have as many test subjects as you need. You may expend them all, if that's what it takes. +3. Expend them? What's that supposed to mean, Lord Captain? Now we'll have to teach new idiots the ins and outs of the Voidsman's craft. Allow me to relieve your panic, Master Helmsman, by saying that I will not stand for any waste of life. The losses among the crew will be negligible. You hear muffled grumbling over the Vox. Orders received, Lord Captain. I will redistribute the shifts between the healthy crew members and may the Emperor keep them from dying from exhaustion. From the Kai Virgin, I thank your Lordship for granting me this opportunity. A touch of warmth enlivens Furiosa's dispassionate voice. Trust me, I am the healer who will live up to your expectations. Should you require my services, you may find me on the bridge. I think he's Nurgle touched. Yeah, I definitely think he's Nurgle touched. More system speculo pivots. Okay. System speculo pivots. Xenotech, I'll take that. Oh wait. Xenotech times 3, mind. And Augur's Anomaly. Yep, let's go down. I don't know who to take now. She's really messed up my plans. I didn't expect it to be that good. Just given Argenta the heavy bolter. I want to see how that works. Plus she's got the bolter casing. But Jai's another officer. Having another officer is really good. Maybe an extra level or two. Let's swap them out. Lord Captain. The servitor's mechanical parts produce a quiet whirring, occasionally interrupted by clicking. Okay, Argenta, you have the bolter casing now. This hypnotizing pendant. The single shot attack. Could give it to you. You don't have a weapon like that. You have the missionary oath. You do have a weapon, but the martyr's bone charm. I just got to remember to do that blood bless thing. Okay. Oh, I remember this. It's a weird thing.
Hey, Adeptus Sanctimonious. How come that heretic recognized you, You know, the one we pinned down in that stinking lair? Strange friends you've got. That's all I have to say.
Why did he recognize my face, witch? I should think because he has seen it often in his nightmares. I hope you see it too.
Wow. Inside the containers are the remnants of stones and frescoes depicted in a black spot surrounded by structures of some sort.
Let us not dawdle.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
The ancient cogitators are long dead. Despite this, the owners of the machines are still intact. The covers of the machines are still intact. It seems unlikely that the inner parts were ruined by the elements, so they can still prove useful. Numerous ropes and cables end abruptly at the very edge of the pit, vanishing into the gathering darkness. Do that later. that late. Let's go and carry on searching.
I always have a backup plan.
I love the echo. Very
weird.
mysterious.
My mind is completely empty. Not a single whisper, no premonitions, nothing. Just empty.
Cast your eye there.
Data slate.
The witch's mind is at ease. I must be doubly on my guard.
Where's this data slate? Leon Himmerfield's field diary. It's been several months since we arrived here, and yet we're no closer to understanding the local phenomenon. All that we're able to learn quite literally lies on the surface. The object does not reflect light or sound. On the contrary, it very much absorbs them. After extensive excavation, we did ascertain at least that the object is vast and goes deep below the planet's surface. However, any attempts to measure it resulted in the loss of machinery or staff. Archaeological studies have turned out to be more productive. Their findings have revealed an amalgamation of architectural styles of various cultures, including those of Xenos origin. According to the boldest theories, the earliest of these structures date from the beginning of the 30th millennium, and all of them are, without a doubt, of a religious nature. Analysis of bas reliefs and remaining epigraphic texts show the cult was formed around the object. For many centuries, Xenos and subsequently humans worshipped the object in exchange for certain boons, undoubtedly imagined by primitive or corrupted minds. Don't think I saw that before. Maybe I did. More cargo.
Operation successful.
Same as the other cogitator I looked at.
I always
I
keep
see
my
what
options
others
open.
do not.
Rudimentary tools and devices are now covered in a layer of dirt and local flora.
What a shame.
You failed. Did you? The surface bears the mark of determined and protracted effort. Someone made dozens of scratches which categorically intersect at different angles without any order or logic. Seems like she asked up that 80% chance. Okay. Where is... down here, isn't it? Yeah.
Is there money to be made?
As it should be.
The barely noticeable words in shaky handwriting read, "Touch the darkness, and the darkness will accept you." The darkness swirls beneath your feet, a void of impenetrable gloom. You do not hear a single sound from the depths of the pit. No wailing wind, no rustle of dust. Examine the pit. The bright daylight cannot pierce the darkness lying over the slopes. The longer you look into its depths, the stronger the feeling grows that this darkness isn't just an absence of light. It is somehow immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching the farthest stars or swallowing a galaxy. Through sheer force of will, you avert your gaze. Creepy. Idira tilts her head to the side to listen to something. Then she scowls and spits on the ground. Grox knows what it is. It's beyond my remit. Lean over and stretch your hand into the darkness. Oh, I love the sound effects. At the edge of your consciousness, you sense something slimy and intangible answering your invitation for contact. It seeps into your thoughts, tasting your emotions. Surprise and curiosity envelop you, but these feelings are not your own. Try to dominate the entity. Oh, I subdued the pit. Okay. You feel your way into the barely tangible edges of the entity's consciousness. Separate it from yourself and squeeze it until it's reduced to the size of a bead. The entity trembles, trying to break free of your mental grasp. Surprise, rage, elation, and fear replace one another. After a while, the entity stabilizes, but the moment you lose your grip, it escapes, leaving behind a piece of itself in your mind. That is different from the previous one I did. Champion of the Abyss. +2 bonus to weapon skill tests and +5 to coercion. I think I could have got a willpower one day, or maybe not, I don't know. If you fail or submit, you have the whole multi-choice thing. It's some kind of like fever dream thing. What was that again? Celestial Inspiration? I can't remember. It was last episode or before. But anyway, that's what we have. A tiny bonus to weapon skill. And coercion. I'm sure what was best, that outcome or a different one.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
But play it yourself and see what we get. Excuse me. Adamantine 2. I've only got one extractium left. I'll keep it. Because I think phlogiston's quite difficult to get as well. The Xeno ruins. We've got Nightweave silk. Uniform stuff. Okay, back out. I will go back and clean out the pivots once I've upgraded my ship a little bit. I can go to Orcelia Prophecy, but that is deadly. We will get attacked. And I don't think we're quite strong enough yet. What's pointing down here? Or was it just towards... Yeah. We've got 10 planets. We can give it to Obscon. No, let's go to here. Dangerous route. Lord Captain, we have an emergency. We have received a word that has been a sighting on the lower decks. The Voxmaster's voice breaks. A sighting of Lady Theodora. The messages we have received are incomplete and vague. Little more than yelling and hysterical claims. The reports of casualties and unrest. The compartment in question has already been sealed off. I thought you might want to look into what's going on for yourself. The situation is delicate and especially disturbing. There are mentions of Idira being present at the scene. Have I talked to her about her feelings for Idira yet? If not, I could have fucked this. What is Idira doing there? Idira broke her micro bead, so I wasn't able to find out anything from her, but Lord Captain, Idira is a Psyker, and we are in the warp. You're the only one who would risk setting foot in that compartment, and if you do not, we'll never see Idira again. I beg you, Lord Captain, do not ignore this matter. Despite the carefully maintained distance, Big Dis's voice trembles with fear. I'll deal with it personally, and need the exact location. Right away, Lord Captain. Joy, because we don't have Idira with us.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The instrument terminal, an important part of the compartment's internal infrastructure, appears to be in working order.
Keep your wits about you.
The cogitators regularly display reports on the screens, endless chains of symbols, many of which only high-ranking tech priests can likely understand. Theodora. And who deigns to grace us with their presence? Another gaggle of heretics and traitors thirsting to get their due for what they've done? Or was it the leader himself who's finally grown tired of hiding behind others? Theodora von Valancius is before you, and she looks grotesque. A hole yawns wide in her chest. Rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin. A lumpen, inflamed scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it is dropping in and out of this reality. She looks at you with the whitish eyes of a corpse and smiles venomously. Rogue trader, we meet at last. Oh, we met before. I've grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Theodora's look is appraising, and her mocking tone seems to one of distaste. Indeed, centuries of selfless toil and effort, and everything I left behind has been gone to this non-entity. It's obviously not her. Argenta's eyes sparked with fury. Warp illusion, begone. Argenta, my dear, there's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down and have a cup of recaf like we used to? I'll listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, portents, and your special path. You must have been so lonely without me here. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings. I'll help you with a childish treasure hunt. Theodora laughs melodiously, almost without mockery. Cabela, you're not Domin Theodora. Cabela's eyes ablaze with fury. The Undying One does not relinquish the souls that come to him. Such is the absolute truth. You are a thief of names. Foolish child, your word is limited to the darkness of the lower decks and the words of your vizier. You know nothing of truth or death. You don't even know the first thing about yourself. Theodora's voice is dripping with venomous condescension. Oh yeah, Cabela is a latent psyker. What are you? Theodora's lips curl in a malevolent smile. What, you ask? You dare say that to me, little boy? I am Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scalus, rogue trader of the Imperium, commander of this voidship. Alas, my glorious voyage through life was ended in the dullest possible way. By death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could. But do not weep for me, my boy. I'm still keeping an eye on my property, and punishing all those who failed me. Theodora bares her rotten teeth in a snarl, her laughter piercing. You're not Theodora. Theodora's dead. There's no coming back from that. I'm dead? How is that? I am no different from those that have not yet crossed the divide between reality and eternity. I see. I speak. I remember the wrongs you all committed against me. And for all those who failed me, I have already begun extracting my retribution. I truly am Theodora, the remnants of herself that she left behind in this world. I am an echo of her memories preserved in the minds of those who cared for her. I am the taste of tears spilt for the unsaid and the undone. I am the terror of she who failed to turn the tide of fate and who refused to look truth in the face. I am as real as the human passions that bring worlds to ruin. What do you want with me? Why were you waiting for me? She wearily rolls her eyes. Matters are so dire that the pleas of one of my servants breached death's veil to reach my ears. How could I ignore such a desperate cry for help? And from my little Idira, no less. And once I appeared here, of course I had to meet the pretender who has allowed this deplorable state of affairs. If you were Theodora, then tell me, who really killed you? Oh, wouldn't you like to know the answer to that question? I don't even know which were more satisfying, to give you an honest answer, or to leave you languishing in your ignorance. We'll see how you conduct yourself, little boy. Where's Idira? What have you done with her? Me? What have I done with Idira? She laughs mockingly. All I did was turn that little mutt from the fringes into a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys. I cleaned up after her antics. I provided her with everything she could ever dream of. Oh, I had great plans for poor little Idira. I'll send you back to the abyss you crawled out of. You, of all the people to ever threaten me, you're the most pathetic boy. All that you possess was given to you in ever. You're unworthy of such a generous gift, and you're incapable of holding on to it. I'm here to seek retribution against all who failed me, my brainless crew, my useless officers, my pathetic servants who turned their backs on their mistress in their darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear Hare. You, who have undeservedly claimed the warrant, and everything else that is mine. I will drag it all to the vault with me, including you. Okay. Onwards. Let's have a look where it is. Jai at the back. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
I didn't?
The lines on the screen look fuzzy, as though the cogitator's readout system or data storage has been damaged. The people's remains have been hideously mutilated. The flesh seems to have melted at the edges and is thickly coated in stinking mucus.
See, right there.
Alright. That's buckled. The wall line is dented as though someone tried to break their way out. More than just buckled. Laboured, stuttering growls and periodic rattling comes from beneath the casing.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
What the hell is that? I don't want to have to go through all that talky talk again, so save it. A couple of workers and a void cannon shell. Well, it's not void cannon, what's it called? Macro cannon shell. And that's where it gets loaded. Only darkness can be seen in the opening breech of the macro cannon. Look at the size of those shells. But where did it go? I saw it right here. Hurry, hurry, before the Lord Captain gets angry. The Lord Captain herself came down to us. What a blessing. Let's go down here first. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us. What a blessing, yeah. A huge shell ready to be loaded into the macro cannon breech. Okay, nothing to find. There's Theodora again. Oh, excuse me for yawning. Okay, heard that. The mutant does not notice you. His blind eyes are coated in cloudy, iridescent film. And these mutants then?
I always keep my options open.
A spilt liquid, cloudy and carrying a strong chemical smell. It is the coolant used to stabilize the major cogitator systems. Where is she? I clearly remember her being around here somewhere. Oh, there she is, there. Do a quick save. Ah, there you are, my little coward. Why don't you look up? Why don't you look at your captain, Idira? It's wrong. It's all wrong. Look at her, boy. My little Idira is utterly trapped in her visions. No matter. I will allay your doubts. Lord Captain, Idira turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close, you can see that the base of one of Idira's temporal implants has been blackened and melted. No, wait, Lord Captain. Lady von Valancius, Idira raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Idira's cheeks. You came back. Theodora clucks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Idira's hair. Poor little Idira. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas cowed to the very depths of the warp itself. The smile suddenly drops from her mutilated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wretch, or I'll drag the answer out of you myself. Theodora's fingers dig into Idira's scalp, meeting no resistance. Idira lets out a soul-chilling howl and tries to grab the hand tearing into her, but her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have had anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I failed. Ah! She breaks into a strangled scream, and you feel the air around you grow rapidly colder. Argenta wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims at Idira, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The sister of battle looks at her without an ounce of doubt or mercy. Argenta, stop. Argenta wrinkles her nose at your shouted command and lowers her weapon by a few centimeters, but she does not put it away. Idira, snap out of it, for Vigdis. She's gone out of her mind with worry about you. Idira shudders and goes limp. Then she blinks, disoriented, and looks at you. Lord Captain. Damn it. Theodora shoves the Psyker away with a low snarl. The rogue trader's body begins to change, losing its human shape. Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die. Die for the delectation of my lord. Oh, dramatic zoom. Oh, it's a pink horror. And another, 2 blue horrors. Oh, there's 10. Got some mutants and 3 horrors. Oh, Pascal's first. Oh, no, it's not. Let's just... I want to get away from explodey barrels. Magenta, Jai. People are going to be coming up here. So maybe go back a bit further. So we can shoot them. Cabela up front. Pascal to boost people. Cassia. Me. Quick save in case I want to change it. And I'll arse it all up. I've not had to do that yet, but you never know. Pascal. Lovely. Everybody gets a buff turn. Warp Beast. Let's debuff it. Can I get both? I can. Minus 28 toughness, minus 28 willpower. She has the devastating and infusing. Doesn't really need the infusing though, because doesn't really need the... Don't have any buffs to give them yet. Frontline. Pascal does the backline stuff, so I can just do the rear. Short turn up. Let's voice of command Argenta.
I can do that with the right incentive.
That's plus 16 on stuff. You can put... Oh, it's too far away to get an opening yet. Let's do Rain in Blood. It's free. It lasts 2 turns. And set up... Or should I do it this way? Yeah. Do a deflection parry that way. As me, I can do ignite. He's going to stop burning, and then I can spread it if it's next to something, or just double it. Yeah, let's do it. Does 101 damage extra. And it critted. How could that crit? I don't know. Critical dot damage plus 61%. So 14, it's up to 101. Now the critical dot damage. I thought it was plus 100% plus 100% again. I'll have to check it up. Hang on, I'll do it now, can't I? That's features. What's that something I just got? Oh, it's this, isn't it? It's my heroic action. I won't waste the blood oath yet because I've only got one death from above. You have the heavy bolter. And the single bolter case. You can't shoot. Oh, you got no way. No movement. How come she can't shoot? Oh, it's 2 AP, that's why I block fire that. She can shoot this though.
Doubt is for the
Nice crit. Pascal's turn again now. Back line for Pascal. For ranged people. Now it's Cassia's turn. Oh, Idira might go down. Get voice of command on Cabela. Oh, I can hit those 4 and miss Idira.
I'm not accustomed to being around.
Have I got the right one? That doesn't seem to be working. Oh, not enough action points, that's why. Who should I give finest hour to? Bella. Hope she's got the movement. Not quite got the movement.
I am your blade and shield.
Missed. Wasn't sure if it's a single straight line or not. Got rain in blood, so I can get that and that. Jump to here.
My blade whispers your name. Killing brings me no pleasure.
She's leveled up again. Oh, not leveled up. Oh, my brain isn't working. Got heroic action again. We have just one stack of that left. Okay. Let's do a
The shadows will see it.
dodge defense that way. Finish Cassia's turn. My turn.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. You never stood a chance. It's as good as done.
My free attack, VAP from using that. You get once per turn. Why am I getting...
Who if not? Your end was inevitable.
Why am I getting a barrel degradation for attacks? Maybe it's just this battle scene. Okay. Can't move. I could waste these, but I'm not going to. Is that a grenade? The air is filled with evil whispers. Medikit on yourself for 2 damage. Yeah, why not? And forewarning on who? Somebody. Hunt down the prey. Okay. Well, if we kill those, you should get an extra turn. Nice dodge. Well, everyone's got extra dodge. That's what Idira did. I thank you. I guess you go here. No, I can... Yeah, go here. Do that. Might hit Jai. 12% chance of hitting Jai. A couple of times. Shh. It wasn't that bad. What's that down there? Bleeding.
I bring mercy and retribution. As honor ordains.
Oh, press the wrong key.
Trust me. I shall not fail.
Doesn't seem like it's going to hit that one. Can't see any damage, but the line is going up, so...
As the tenant comes, the other side
It did.
waits. The shadows move.
No more movement. Gonna see if I shot off with that? No. Okay. Oh, Jai's got pistols. You can shoot pistols in this close combat. This is the toxic one, and that is single shot one. First of all, of authority on Cassia,
Paid for this.
and a buff on these. These 2 or 1? These 2, so I might as well do it. This is 1.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay.
Don't get too comfortable somewhere.
She didn't get a crit, but because if she gets a crit, I think with that, yeah, get an extra pistol attack, and she didn't get a crit. Wow, massive deviation. But she killed him. Anyway. go. That will help with people's recoil for Jai and for Argenta.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Desire condemns you.
Yes, you will be condemned. Got 2 left. It's that one and that one.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Oh, press space. Fool. Fool that I am. 15, okay.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature. I'll see to it personally. It's just I won't compromise my principles.
And I jump out.
I'll make it happen. Who, if not me?
I got 108 damage that time. Wow. Idira stares at you with crazed eyes while clutching her wounds, the wounds on her head. At first, no sound comes out of her moving lips. Then she coughs weakly and whispers, "Lord Captain, is it really you?" Argenta trains her weapon on Idira and watches you closely. Are you alright? Idira removes her hand from her head and tries to wipe away her tears, leaving bloody marks on her face. Then she touches a burnt-out implant, frowning. I don't know. They should be quiet. In my head, the whispering's louder. It shouldn't be like that. This abomination claims that you called her. Is this true? Me? Did I? Yes, Lord Captain. I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember. The voices, my old good whispers. They suddenly turned red, sharp. They started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out, I called for help, and she came. Idira groans and clutches her head. Damn it. Why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up, shut up. Has anything like this ever happened to you before? Like this? Never. Well, there was something, but it was different. I wasn't as strong, or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared. Mechanisms malfunctioned. The crew lost their minds. Idira breaks off. But Lady von Vlancius knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense. No Psyker is immune to it. But what happened here? It was just a mistake. I won't do it again. Idira stretches her lips into a helpless smile, looking past you. There will be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. Argenta grits her teeth. This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of a crew. Do you remember the incident on mid-deck, Idira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attacked their own families? You are a monster, a heretic. If you have any humanity left in you, admit what you are. Shut up, Idira moans. Quit your preaching, you're the worst out of everyone here. What does she know? The previous rogue trader has been seen on a ship recently. Was that your doing? Yes. I did it a couple of times, when I had too much to drink. At the time I thought I'd hear her voice, among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear, I couldn't help myself. I answered. I hoped I could reach her. There. Idira bites her lips. Ever since she died, since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. The warp tricked you. It played upon your feelings. I can understand why. There's no excuse. Forgive me. I know I let you down. I let everyone down. But it started off well, didn't it? You didn't shoot me or chase me off. All I had to do was keep control of myself. The two of us would have got down along fine. I threw away my chance. She falls silent for a moment. When she next begins to speak, it's in a barely audible whisper. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump, when Lady Theodora came out to us, I keep thinking about that meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop her killer? These thoughts have been playing at the back of my mind, day after day, choking me with guilt. Do you know what? The one on the officer's deck. I don't know what that was. But this time here, this was a product of my guilt, an accuser straight out of my own mind. So what am I supposed to do with you now? Idira turned sharply to face you. Jellybobs, I know after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower or my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just I'm not at my best, you see, but maybe we can find a way to replace my implants, or some other remedy, a better one. Lady von Valances said that such a thing could be found, if not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it, and until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash. I want to help you, Idira. We'll think of something. Idira covers her face with her hands and tries to hold back her sobs. Thank you, Jellybobs. I won't let you down. Magenta. You are making a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps you will find something to slow the decline, but it will not stop it. Only a miracle could save Idira to last now. Jai. Why? I've had enough stories about the ways of extending a Psyker's life. I don't think you like all of them. Idira awkwardly shakes out her stained clothing. I think I'd better... With your permission, Lord Captain. She sways, takes a step back, and faints. Victis, Lord Captain. The Voxmaster's shaking voice comes over the common bead. I've received a report that the chute on the lower decks has stopped. I presume he has brought the situation under control, awaiting further instructions. Get rid of the warp illusions. Idira is alive. Bring her to the Kyvergians. Have them see to her. You hear unconcealed relief in the Voxmaster's voice. Of course, Lord Captain, as you command. That was Idira's quest I was trying to trigger. I wasn't sure whether I needed to talk to her first, which is why I talked to her last episode. I can leave there.
Money to be made.
I'm not going to leave there, because there's loot up here. I thought she fainted. I can't talk to her at the moment. Instead of regular symbols and numbers, the screens display slanted script, almost resembling handwriting, in an unknown language. Don't arse it, Pascal.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Idira's already got a set of them, but I can wear them. This is the big one, I think. After triggering a warp phenomena or perils of the warp, the wearer's psi rating is increased by 1 until the end of combat. The wearer gains momentum and temporary wounds equal to the resolve. Can only be equipped by an unsanctioned Psyker. So I can't wear them, but Idira can. Oh, I can't look at Idira at the moment. I can have a look at my boots though. Gains perception bonus dodge until the start of the next turn for each enemy affected by the psi power or psi staff attack. It stacks. Extra dodge. Kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack. No. Probably not going to do that. You've got the Sororitas one. You could do that. Yep, you can move after doing your eye blast.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, blind grenades. Okay. Let's leave and go back to the bridge. Well, now how close we are to leveling up to level 20. We get an extra action point at level 20. Which will come in really useful. Now we're 3/4 of the way through. What's Heinrich's looking dodgy as fuck for? Right, Idira. Now, and take that off. Give that to Jai. She's a skill monkey. That's not great. It's 10 more stacks. Nothing you can wear there, is there? For the moment. Both are exactly the same. He's got Psyker's footwear. Plus 3% dodge until the end of combat for each psi power used. As mine is each enemy affected. I get perception bonus, which is 3. That's 5 for her. But it's each power they use, all the buffs and stuff. Whereas I don't really have buffs. She does. So if she does her usual, like foreboding, that's plus 3, plus 6, plus 9, stacking. And then these as well for an attack. So plus 12 a turn. And I think there's a piece of equipment or a skill or maybe something Pascal can drop in a zone. It means non-attacking abilities are 1 AP less. So this? No. First attack by every airline that area costs 1 AP less. There is something. But I have to find it later. Until then, thanks for watching. It has been just over an hour. Next episode we will carry on exploring. Maybe get to Janus. I mean, I do have to go back to... Well, by then we might have the Shadow Quarters area open. I can go back. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next episode, more exploration, more fighting, more dialogue. And I shall see you then. Bye for now.